In Basildon, Racquels was becoming one of the most popular venues in the area. Its Friday rave nights are remembered with much affection by some.
It was brilliant. It's the best thing that ever happened to Basildon. I mean, comparative to the clubs that are around, that's the only thing for young people.
There obviously was drugs going on in there, but they couldn't stamp it out, and if they saw anybody in there, they'd chuck them out, so...
But they wouldn't call the police?
No, but if you called the police for everybody with one pill, then you could have the police down there every week.
You just knew it was all happening because you could see everything. You'd see people doing things. Dealing, doing little bits of deals, this, that and the other. It was just obvious that, you know, what was happening in there. But I mean, everybody knew what was going on, so it wasn't just hidden.
The leaders of the firm moved in quickly to control this trade.
And I were then approached by a local man, Mark Murray, who said he'd been supplying drugs to the raves in Southend. He was well known locally as a drug dealer. Could he have exclusive rights to sell the drugs in Racquels, for which he would pay a percentage of his earnings? So and he agreed that it would be all right. The stage was set, if you like.
Mark Murray had another perfect marketplace sorted. Mid-30s, designer clothes, showy and brash. Murray had a dangerously loud mouth, plus the typical dealer's style, staying put, watching his drug sellers fan out through the club.
He was just flash, obviously, with his tipping, and he was always buying big rounds. And obviously he was older than a lot of people in there. So, and it was just the kind of way he dressed and the way he portrayed himself was flash, basically, and it wasn't anything.
He always stood in the same place?
He was always by our bar.
For the whole evening?
Not constantly, but generally for a lot of the time. He wasn't really a dancer. You wouldn't see him on the dance floor, would you? But he was generally around our bar, talking to people and that. But.
So you got someone who's very flash, obviously got a lot of money, always in there on that night, doesn't move much from where they are, doesn't dance, and is slightly older. Does that not arouse some suspicion about what he might have been doing?
We weren't there to have suspicions, we were there to serve him. I mean, we didn't sit there and think, I wonder what Mark's doing here.